Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So a lot of stuff with season 16 coming out, and I wanted to point out a few things from the dev diaries, the other video that was released today that many of you may have not seen yet. So the first thing that I want to know is, of course, they talk about the Legend rework. We all know, well, if you haven't seen, there is going to be a remastery of the classes into these categories right here, and there are plenty of lists online already saying which characters are going to be in which one. The biggest one is that support is possibly going to be able to craft banners instead of having to physically get them, and then the remainder of these is basically a redistribution of abilities that are already existing out there. But they said it's really designed to try and change the way battle is happening. So that was item number one that they talked about. Going through here, the big next part is, of course, everybody's excited about team deathmatch. I know I am. I am a Halo player from way back in the day, so reliving some good TDM is going to be nice to see. And no, Call of Duty doesn't count. They have, I don't want to talk about it, but I'm hoping that team deathmatch will satisfy that bloodlust that has been going for a while. After team deathmatch, and they detail a little bit about it and how it's going to be for the first 3 weeks. After that, in March 7th, is the mixtape, a new permanent playlist. And what they have teased on this, or actually come out and said directly, is that it will be gun run and control with team deathmatch rolling through it as well. Now, I don't know how long the rotations will happen. I don't even know if they actually know. It didn't sound like they were too set in stone on it. But one thing they did say is that arenas is sunset. Now, last time we saw the word sunset, it was because Apex Legends Mobile has been determined to be sunset. So that is typically never coming back kind of mode. But I don't know. I think Team Deathmatch could probably take over its spot successfully. That's kind of what they were aiming to do. But I guess we'll see. Let me know if you want to see arenas come back, even with Team Deathmatch being around. Moving forward, the next piece that they talk about is the improved first-time player experience. This is a big deal because everybody hates getting smurfed in the lobbies. You know, it's just not a fun time. The learning curve. I recently had a friend who started playing and he doesn't seem to play anymore because it is just such a hard learning curve. Hopefully their rework on the skill-based matchmaking, which they didn't talk about in this video, but is supposed to be out there this season or this coming season. Hopefully that will improve it as well. But the big things they talk about is number one, your range experience. So they say they are looking at the range, introducing some dummy challenges, things like that. So hopefully that's an extension, a good, nice, long extension off of Bloodhound and Pathfinder's, little preview, your 5-minute tutorial that you get at the beginning of the game. Hopefully this will actually give you some skills to be able to go into your first lobbies. Your first lobbies, by the way, is not necessarily with actual players. They talk about bot lobbies. So maybe they've taken a page out of R5's book where you can just spawn a bot lobby and just practice. And that's what you need to do. There is such a high skill ceiling for this game that you need to have literally some dummies to go squash. That way you can gain the confidence and be successful in your first BRs or team deathmatches. And of course, they gotta hype up the collection event that they are gonna have coming up here. Gotta pause on Ash, of course, because that's my main. So whenever they're talking about this, they're talking about community-based content, they're talking about reactive skins, and they talk about a fan favorite coming back, which naturally I go to gun run or control, but they already confirmed those are coming in, so hopefully they're not double dipping on that coming out. I don't know exactly what they're talking about. The Nemesis was already revealed, and they do talk about that in video, but I skipped that because we already know about it. So I'm curious if you guys know and have substantiated rumors as to what the fan favorite during the anniversary collection event might be. I do want to mention that they thank the player base, and if you're watching it at this point, I thank you as well for any input you've given to these devs. Just amateur programming, I have seen how much work it can take to do something like this. I follow people who tried to do game design. It is not easy. So we need to keep giving them feedback. We need to tell them what's not working, but at the same time, I appreciate that they're trying. Hopefully, they've tried hard enough to make Apex what it once was, which is the greatest battle royale that is out there.